Hey guys, J-Man here. And starting this new thing up, we're going to be talking about X-Men stuff maybe once a week. This will be in addition to my Wednesday X-Men comic thoughts. That's always going to continue on because I'm always going to be getting the latest X-Men issues that are coming out. Today I'm wearing a new shirt that I got. You fans should know what that represents. Kind of a cool thing. And I thought, if I'm going to start talking about an X-Men thing weekly, why don't we start with the first thing ever that started it all off? X-Men #1. Yes, I own an actual copy of the facsimile edition of X-Men #1. Right, I don't own the real X-Men #1. I will definitely take a donation of the real X-Men #1. If anybody wants to donate that to the channel, I will be very appreciative. Since that's probably not going to happen, we're going to look at it through this facsimile edition. Now, I kind of like these, just as a side note, because obviously a lot of people out there cannot buy the original X-Men #1 because it's impossible. You can get it digitally, which is a great option, which is the way I had it. You can get it in trade. They've got those Masterworks editions. They've got those Epic collections, which are really good. Epic collections are probably you get the most bang for your buck on those. You do get quite a lot of like content in that, but they've in special occasions they've done these really nice facsimile editions. It's pretty much the cover, but obviously it says $3.99. Imagine this was $3.99 in 1960, whatever. That would people be like, what the hell? But we can go through. This is, I mean, there's not going to be anything negative to say on this. This is just going to be kind of my thoughts. Written by Stan Lee. Who's that? Jack Kirby? Never heard of him. But we know who they are now. Okay, so there's the cover. Super famous cover. Magneto with horns. Got some Daredevil horns going on there. Okay, so these are the strangest superheroes of all. Oh my god. In the sensational Fantastic Four style. Whoa. Don't miss this fabulous first issue. No way. And the X-Men versus Magneto, Earth's most powerful supervillain. Well, yeah, he was pretty pumped up at the time, that's for sure. Just imagine being a kid grabbing this at that time. You wouldn't even know what to do. You'd be just like, oh, this is really cool. Like, who are these guys? They're so weird looking and they've got these cool costumes. So we open up the first page. And as far as I know, these editions are pretty exact to what it was with I think even the ads are in there. I'm not sure if they have ads, if there's like ads for properties that they don't own. I don't really know. But I mean, like, look, like that's... Remember, you'd always see weird ads like this. So there's page 1. X-Men, big red. Can't get better than that. We start off by saying, in the main study of an exclusive private school in New York's Westchester County, a strange, silent man sits motionless, brooding, alone with his indescribable thoughts. Who is he? He is Professor Charles Xavier. That's who he is. All right. And he says, come to me, my X-Men. And then they all show up. And you're like, whoa, like, who are these guys? It's like, well, there's like this like snowman guy. And there's like a guy with wings. And there's like this guy with like these big feet jumping in. So the X-Men show up. They introduce themselves. They all go through a few tests. This is actually a really smart way to introduce these characters, I have to say. Really pretty genius on their part. They don't take part in like this like epic battle right away. Instead, what we get is we kind of just see them working out and practicing. I always thought that was a cool thing, like the Danger Room and that kind of stuff. I thought the X-Men really did a good job at like making this really feel like a team of guys. I do own the Fantastic Four issues on digital for the first 60 at least. I don't recall, was it Mole Man was the first thing? I don't recall having this sort of nice intro where each person is talking about what their powers are and practicing. and just kind of figuring out how they're going to work together as a team. And then there's, look, he actually makes a snowman character. That's weird. Iceman's also got these boots, which I can show you right here. It's weird. They tried to give him some. The boots don't work for me. I don't think he keeps them very long. So you get to see Cyclops and all that, and his concussive blasts and everything. So basically, this starts out with introducing someone new. And there she is, Jean Grey. Cyclops and Jean are two of my favorite characters of all time, and two of my favorite Marvel characters. And then we get right into Magneto. Now, this is really cool because, like, I mean, that's Magneto. What I find so interesting is that Magneto really, I mean, he's got the, you know, he had like different costumes, white, you know, the white one, the black one. But this color scheme and this sort of like layout has remained the same. That's one of the more surprising things that because a lot of times they'll change guys around. But it just goes to show you that Marvel really had kind of like, when they came up with a character, they kind of like almost got it perfect right away. Daredevil changed to the pure red, you know, Hulk went from gray to green. But so they made changes here and there, but it was surprising that Magneto stayed so close to what he looked like in the original appearance. And there's Angel hiding his wings there. That's kind of cool. So Magneto's causing trouble, and they call the X-Men, and they beat him up, right? But they actually don't capture him because he gets blasted here. So what can I show you here? Okay, so it's kind of like he's being blasted, and then so I like this. Magneto's hiding. Like, really? He doesn't hide. So Professor X at the end says, "Well done, students. You have justified all our long hours of training." See, I like that. They trained all of our sacrifices, all of our dreams. And now return to me, my X-Men. I always thought that was like a cool thing. And he's like, you can see his head floating and they're in the jet. So this is really cool. So you see at this point here, it says Magneto has created another magnetic force field. We can't fly through. Don't worry, Angel. We'll breach it in no time. And then it says, and breach it they do. But that time, he's gone. But where? So, I mean, that's pretty cool. Uncanny. The guy says Uncanny. I wonder. See, you know what's another thing? It's not called Uncanny X-Men. That came later. So, yeah, it's just called the X-Men. Which is cool enough. Now we refer to this run as the Uncanny X-Men run, I believe. Uncanny. Just seeing if there's anything else here to mention to you guys. But, yeah. So, that's the first issue of X-Men. Really kind of a fun... It's fun. I like the beginning a lot where you're introduced to all the characters and their powers. Magneto comes in. He's pretty threatening. And that's it. And that's it. You got the army, so they help out. So they're not seen as the outcasts, really, right? Because they're thanked at the end. So I'm not exactly sure when and where this whole We Hate the Mutants started. It's not really here, but I think a lot of the superheroes like Fantastic Four and all that, they all started out as being these great heroes. Fantastic Four remained that way, and then X-Men didn't. So it'd be interesting to know where that all started. Okay, for the next thing, since we are talking about X-Men 1, I did get these. I'm going to open them one at a time through later videos. But I thought I'd start with Scott and Jean, okay? So this is the way that they first looked. There's the boxes. I wasn't able to find Beast, so hopefully I can find him before the next video. So there you go. So let's open up Jean. I know pop vinyls, they're kind of dust collectors, but you know what the thing is? I like the packaging on these a lot, and I really, really like the way they've done these. So there's Jean opened up. These are really amazing. I really like the colors, and mine doesn't have any flaws, really. I really love the way they did these. I'm going to get them all and put them all on the shelf. I might actually, she has a stand, of course. The females always come with a stand because they always have, like, longer hair, and it usually means that they're very floppy. So she fits in the stand very well. And there she is. I really like this dynamic pose here. Really beautifully done. Some of the pops are better than others, and these are some of the better ones. I'll set her off to the side. Let's take a look at Cyclops. He's really cool. I really like this packaging. I think it's really nicely done. I might actually keep. You know what? I might keep the packaging for these ones. I usually don't because I feel their pop vinyls are pretty expendable. Let's get Scott out. Ooh, really nice. That's really nicely done. They're going to look amazing when you get them all together. Sorry, my hand is covering that. Let me get that better. There you go. Really nicely done. So I'm really happy with these. And I don't know where I'm going to put them. I also was able to grab, you may have seen this earlier, I grabbed Cyclops from this line. I like the way that they've done this line here as well with this like kind of classic style looking cover. And this is the ones that came out from before. I got Wolverine. So they had a sale on these at Toys R Us. I'm in Canada, so Toys R Us is still around, and they had a sale on a lot of those. It was like 20% off, so really good deals for that. But yeah, so that is it, I think. Maybe I'll show you one other thing that I got today. I also got this today. Why not? Let's throw that in here. There was an expo, comic expo, right by my house. It's like 5 minutes away at the library in Mississauga, and I was able to get the Uncanny X-Men. Here you go. So for the fans out there, this is the first Kitty Pryde and the first Emma Frost. So that's number 129. The condition is not bad. It's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice book. Cost me $90. I'm happy with that price. I got it from South Block Comics. You guys can check them out if you want. I don't have any kind of kickbacks from them or anything like that. But South Block Comics, they're two guys. I think they're in Scarborough, Ontario. So, kind of GTA area for you people in Ontario. They usually give you really good deals. They've given me a good deal every time I've gone, and they're very professional. And they've got everything in like really nice, and it's all labeled here for you, so it tells you like what it is. So if you're not sure, it's right there. First appearance of Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost, boom, right there. So very happy with that. But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for this week. I don't want to talk too long. I will come back every weekend and do another update or another just my thoughts on X-Men. So let me know if you guys like this kind of content. If you have anything to say, let me know. If you're an X-Men fan, talk to me. Tell me some of your favorite things. I've got the X-Men Regenesis HeroClix sitting right there. Maybe I'll do something on that. Maybe I do some more first appearance books. I've got the first Polaris. I've got the first, and now I got Emma Frost and Kitty. Who else do I got? Oh, I got Phoenix and Dark Phoenix. So lots of stuff. Gosh, I have more than that. I can't even. First Phantom X. That was a cool thing in the all new X-Men. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for this week, and I will see you guys again on Wednesday for the newest X book from Dawn of X. So that's this Wednesday, and I'll be back then. All right. Until next time.